Beshem Hashem Naseh V'Nastiach. We having another limud kolel chasot, as we mentioned. This should be a source of refreshment of Kol Chol Israel, especially Kamran Chaim ben Ashraf, Havane bat Pari, Esther bat Shahnaz, Zelek Moshe ben Shoshana, Avshin Mordechai ben Shahnaz Shoshana, and all Chole Israel, Be'ezrat Hashem, also Binyamin Ber ben Chana. Also should be Ilu Nishmat Tinok ben Neda, Homayun ben Ischar, Hastacha for all Am Israel. We want to thank all the sponsors and thank you for listening to this shiur. Okay, today is Erev Rosh Chodesh Av. As we know, the only Hilula Yorsaid mentioned in the whole Tanakh, Torah, Nevi'im, Ketuvim is for Aharon HaKohen. Aharon HaKohen, which is on Rosh Chodesh Av. So somebody was asking, what is the significance of Aharon HaKohen that only he is mentioned? We don't know Moshe Rabbeinu's right, from Torah. It doesn't say exactly in the Torah, right? We don't know other Nevi'im. We know exactly Aharon HaKohen. Perhaps because one can say of his midah, Ohev Shalom Verodef Shalom, that he loved peace and he pursued it. So there is a very interesting ma'amar in Pele Yoetz, the ma'amar of Shalom. However, there's the Papa of Shalom talks about it, so Be'ezrat Hashem, we can learn it together. And we need so much Shalom these days, Baruch Hashem. There is more unity and Shalom among Am Israel, but we need even more, because as we know, what caused the destruction, the Chorban Beit HaMikdash Sheni, was mostly because of Sinat Chinam. So Shalom is the opposite of Sinat Chinam. Ahavat Chinam also included in one who has Shalom, he has Ahavat Chinam as well. Ketib Vichesh Shalom V'Rafeu, it says in Tehillim, David HaMelech says, you need to seek peace and you need to pursue it. Utnana me have metalmidav shel Aharon ohev Shalom Verodev Shalom. Also we done in Avot that you need to be students of Aharon HaKohen, right? That loving peace and pursuing it. U'ma'amar zal b'shas u'b'midrashim, right? Beferach HaShalom v'sifrei HaMusar meleim. There is so much talk in Midrashim, in other sources, about the importance of Shalom. Right? Kama gedola HaShalom sana'ui HaMachloket. How great is those who love Shalom and those who hate argument, right? Quarrel, getting disagreements. ולא דיברו חכמים אלא במי שמחלוקת רודף אחריו והוא בורח ממנו. והשלום בורח ממנו והוא רודף אחריו. וזה יגלה אוהב שלום ורודף שלום ויעללו בשערים מעשיו. What really חכמים are referring to are not just those who hate machloket, no. Those who don't go after machloket, they go after shalom. They make sure that shalom is there is peace and harmony, and if there is something blocking shalom, they try to remove it. Not that they should not come to machloket. Vehine im yoma leish riv umadon halo yadata im lo shamata kama gedola shalom וכמה שנוי מחלוקת אמור יאמר ידעתי אבל מי יוכל להתאפק להיות בשלום עם העם המכעיסים אותי עד פניי תמיד. Now if you come to say a person, you corner a person, you say, You know the importance of Shalom? And this is an arrogant person. He's always in fight with others, right? And says, what do you want from my life? People, right, look at my face and they do all sorts of disgrace to me, disrespect to me, and you want me to have Shalom with them? Right? What is the proper approach with such a person? So this is very difficult, especially in this case. So what should you do? What should you say to him? Such a good answer, right? You know, if this was easy to be achieved, right, then there wouldn't be such a great reward for that. Hashem has allocated, Hashem gives such a great reward to those who keep Shalom and those who pursue it, because it's very difficult. Lefum Sahara Agra, the more difficult, the more the reward. Velo haya kol kach gadol hashalom aval, lefum Sahara Agra, I was mechaven. Hare ze domeh lemi she'omerim lo min hashamayim. This is compared to somebody that from Shamayim they tell him, Im tiye b'shalom, im peloni, haya tichye elef shanim. If you tell him, you have Shalom with so and so, you're going to live 1,000 years. Right? Obviously, he's going to have Shalom. He comes, he does whatever, right? He comes, he curses to his face, right? He does all sorts of things, to get him mad. He's not getting mad. He's not losing his temper. Why? Because he doesn't want to lose the 1,000 years of life. And what would happen? You tell him, if you make machloket, you're going to die right away. In fact, according to Zohar HaKadosh, there is such a thing. A person who becomes angry, his neshama leaves his body. Doesn't say that his neshama would come back to him. What is his name? Maybe he has nefesh. Maybe he doesn't have the neshama anymore. I don't know the answer to that question. But apparently, according to Zohar HaKadosh, a person who becomes angry, his neshama leaves his body. Right?
Angry is when he feels angry, or when he
the good question. I think when he acts. I don't know. Maybe there's a ka'asan. We need to go back and do the Zohar HaKadosh inside again. The same is explained about Agedat Yitzchak. According to Gemara, when Agedat Yitzchak happened, Yitzchak Avinu didn't die. Right before Avraham Avinu brought the knife down, the Malachim called, and they said, stop, you don't need to do it. And they said, stop, we understand that you are Yarei Shamayim. Right? So Abraham Avinu understood the test was over. According to Zohar HaKadosh, right, when the knife came down, there was a little cut, but it wasn't life-threatening. And that little cut was so fearsome and was so scary for Yitzchak Avinu that his neshama left. He died. And HaKadosh Baruch Hu sent a different neshama.
He had a heart attack?
Doesn't say. Right? That he died. Right? He died, but that is against, this is not what Talmud holds. Hashem replaced his neshama. Before the Agedat Yitzchak, the neshama was a neshama necheva, was a female neshama. After Agedat Yitzchak, the neshama became a male neshama. And that was
merit.
He needed that merit. He needed this. Right? That right after this, he was able for 3 years, according to Mefarashim, he had to heal, and he was in Shamayim. Right? Afterwards, he was able to get married with Rivka at the age of 30. No, at the age of 40. Akedat Yitzchak happened at age 37. Where was Yitzchak Avinu for next 2 years? Doesn't say. You don't find it in the Torah. For next 3 days, he was in Shamayim.
Did he walk around here?
Huh?
In the world, he got up, no, from that cave?
Very good question. According to Talmud, he got up and everything. According to Zohar, apparently he died and he was revived. He came back again.
Pesukim, it doesn't say that when you read a kid, it doesn't say that he went back with Avraham Avinu.
Doesn't say.
It doesn't. It just says Avraham and maybe Avraham returned.
We need to look back and say, yeah, very good point.
Maybe
the Pesukim doesn't say exactly when Abraham, if Abraham and Yitzchak went back together.
It
doesn't say Yitzchak. It doesn't say Yitzchak. Right, very good. So
maybe a part of his neshama.
And because of this marriage, Yitzchak was able to get married to Rivka. Imenu. Yes.
Maybe part of his neshama was down here and part of up
maybe
there.
That could be another explanation.
How could Abraham just leave him like there, like?
That could be another explanation.
Like
that maybe part of his neshama left. Maybe another neshama came back and he was again walking like before, right?
And Rivka was.
Rivka got born here.
She was the neshama that was.
She was the neshama of the nekeva, the female neshama. Right? There's this whole concept. The first Jewish boy, right? That the first name of a Jewish boy, right, is Yitzchak. Because Avraham Avinu, technically, he was a God worshipper. Right? He wasn't at the point of being born as a Jew. Right? The first child that was born and got circumcision and everything, and was named was Yitzchak. According to Zohar HaKadosh, why Yitzchak? And he will laugh, because what we see in this world is not exactly what is happening in the world to come. Right? So there is a midrash that says when Haman HaRasha made the gallows for Mordechai, he went up there and he tried it on himself. Malach Michael came and he said, "This fits you," because in Shamayim they knew this gallows, right, was going to be used for Haman. He didn't know. So what we see in this world, right, we need to laugh at it. That explains why Rabbi Akiva laughed when the fox went to Chorban Beit HaMikdash. All the Chachamim started crying. But Rabbi Akiva, he laughed. Why? Because he said, this is an indication that when HaKadosh Baruch Hu tells us there will be fox in the Chorban Beit HaMikdash, right? That is the indication that there will be a rebuilding of Beit HaMikdash. Just like one prophecy came true, another prophecy will come true. Right? So a lot of things that we see, we don't understand the depth behind it. There is a lot more to it that we don't know. So if he says that, you need to tell him, it is a great reward for you to keep your anger away. And if you be, right? So without a doubt, he will make sure not to die and to live 1,000 years, controlling his anger. How much more so a person needs to, right, encourage himself not to die מיתת עולם וכדי לזכות לשכר טוב לעולם הבא, שיפה שעה אחת של אורך רוח בעולם הזה מכל חיי העולם הבא, אורך רוח בעולם הבא מכל חיי העולם הזה. That one second, 1 hour, שעה אחת, 1 hour of Korach Ruach Ba'olam Haba of HaKadosh Baruch Hu would be happy at you in Olam Haba, it would be greater than the whole life here with Averot. Valachad Kama V'Kama Kedei La'asot Nachat Ruach Le'Yusro. How much more so when you do the will of Hashem? Ushelo Yach'is Et Boro. That you don't become angry at your Hashem. Kazot Chayei Iten Et Libo. Al Kol Adavar HaKasher. Ve'az Kol Har Agvia Yishafel Ve'haya Ka'akov Mishor. Now, you wanna be able to overcome the greatest challenges. Always remind yourself, this challenge that I have is going to secure me le'olnei olamim, many infinite years in the world to come, and then you'll be able to overcome that challenge, not become angry. ואם גדול השלום בין איש ובין רעהו עד אחר כמה וכמה בין איש לאשתו, גדול השלום הבית ושנוא המחלוקת, וכבר כתבנו מזה לאל בערך מחלוקת אין שם. If bringing shalom between two individuals is so important, how much more so between husband and wife? ולא די לאיש במה שיעשה שלום עם שלום לו עם הכל וירבה כבוד ביתו, אלא גם כי יהיה ריב בין אנשים או בין איש לאשתו, יטרח בכל מהמסוי כוחו להביא שלום בין אדם לחברו ובין איש לאשתו, שעושה נחת רוח גדול ליוסרו. Now, you need to understand how important it is to bring shalom between two individuals, and how much more so between husband and wife. Whatever you can do in your power to bring shalom. As we're talking right now, there's a couple that needs shalom. Right? I forgot to mention the name. Bezat Hashem, this the chut of this Torah should be a shalom to them. Right? Yitzchak ben Marcel with Deborah ben Firuzeh. Right? Should have shalom. Deborah bat Firuzeh. כוחו להביא שלום בין אדם לחברו ובין איש לאשתו, שעושה נחת רוח גדול לאשתו. This will bring such a נחת רוח, Hashem satisfaction. הרעה שהוא מהדברים שאוכל פירותיהם. This is one of the things that you eat from the interest in this world. You get the rewards in this world, but the main reward is in the world to come. ותדע שהרע הקדוש ברוך הוא שינה מפני שלום. As we know, HaKadosh Baruch Hu is allowing us to destroy his name because of shalom. Right? והתיר למחוק שמו שנכתב בקדושה מפני חוות שלום. That's the name of Yud Ke Vav Ke. That they used to put it in the special water, right, of Mei Sota. They would write it on a parchment and they would erase it, the ink on the parchment in that water, and they would give it to the wife that the husband was choshedan, that was afraid if she had illicit relations